I'll get you, my pretty, and your little dog too. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, what's up? My name is Ashley. I am super excited because today I just really wanted to play with some makeup and yeah, just have fun. So if you guys want to hang out with me, do our makeup together, whatever, chit chat, then definitely keep on watching. I would love to have you guys. If you enjoy this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And also don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. And yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so I think I want to do something a little bit more dramatic on my eyes today. So I'm going to start with my eyes. I've been really wanting to play with this Profusion Emeralds palette again. Here's what it looks like. I'm going to go in with a very, very light shade of the e.l.f. Camo Concealer. And I'm just going to use that to prime my lids. Okay, so first I'm going to take the shade Burn and just work that into my crease as my transition. Okay, next to deepen things up, I'm going to go with the forest green shade called Juniper. And I'm going to drag that color down out here on this outer third. And I'll slightly drag it into the crease. But once I get towards my inner corner again, I'm tilting my head back so I don't bring it up too high. Then I'm just going to go back in with the brush that I was using with Fern and just use that to blend around a little bit. Let's go in with this shade right here. It's a beautiful lime green shimmer. I think it's called Harlequin. Just gonna take that on my finger and gently press that on the lid. Alright, and then just to add a little bit of dimension, just a little bit more depth on this outer corner, I'm going to take this shade called Galaxy right here. It's actually a really deep greenish blackish shimmer, but I'm just going to use a little bit of that and actually just scribble it along my lash line. I really like doing this. If you have downturn eyes, I feel like it really helps to lift the eyes if you add a little bit of depth out here on this outer corner. I don't bring it all the way in because that will close off my eyes. Alright, sweet. So I'm just going to quickly catch this eye up to speed and then we'll be right back. This eyeshadow's giving me all the Wicked West. Wicked west. Wicked witch of the West. Okay. Moving on. I look a little bit crazy right now, but I think it'll all come together, guys. So I really want to keep testing out this new primer I've got. This is the Wet n Wild Glass Primer. Glass Correct Primer. This is the banana one. It's supposed to brighten and illuminate and leave your skin crystal-like, and it also has vitamin C to help brighten. So what I have found about this primer so far is that less is more, and I like to apply it only on targeted areas of my face. So the first time I used it, I applied all over, but I feel like that was too much. And then I've been really wanting to reuse this foundation. This is the Urban Decay Tinted Stay Naked Hydraromaniac Tinted Glow Hydrator. Anyway, I really like this foundation, I guess. It has a good amount of coverage. I'd say it's light to medium coverage, and it does hydrate your skin. I will say that's not the most hydrating thing. I do find that if I have a little bit of texture on my skin, this tends to cling to it, but when I don't have any like dry patches, this looks really, really nice. It wears nicely, and it gives a good amount of coverage for being a tinted hydrator sort of product. And I have mine in the shade Fair 20. It does come in a little squeezy tube in case you're wondering, and it has marula oil and kombucha filtrate in it, which is supposed to give you like 24-hour hydration. I have done a wear test on this and it definitely doesn't last for 24 hours, but it did last a pretty good amount of time, and I do enjoy how it looks on my skin. I've been really, really, really loving the e.l.f. CC cream. It's like all that I have been wearing these days, so I'm trying to switch it up a little bit, and I'm probably gonna have to like hide it from myself so I don't just keep using that, but I love it so much. So you can see it gives a nice glowy finish to the skin, but it's not like super, super oily or greasy looking or anything like that. It's just nice and dewy. Okay, so I really think that I need a full coverage concealer because the green in my eyes is sort of emphasizing the darkness I have. And this is another product that I have been absolutely loving. I cannot put it down. It's my new like holy grail concealer. I would never have thought in 1,000 years that I would love a matte concealer this much. but I do. It's amazing. It's a super thin consistency. It dries down. It doesn't look heavy or cakey under the eyes. It gives you amazing coverage and it's just super smooth. It's like, I don't know how they did it. And if you're wondering, I have mine in the shade Light Sand. I really like this concealer too because I don't have to set it with a powder, which I enjoy because, you know, as I said, I have dry skin, so if I can avoid using powder, I will. Okay, now that I have that all blended in, I'm just going to quickly go ahead and do my brows off camera and then we'll be right back to finish up the rest of the base. Okay, so brows are on. Let's go ahead and move on to finishing up the rest of our complexion. I'm going to go in with highlighter first, actually. And for highlighter, I've been absolutely loving this e.l.f. highlighting palette. It's their Glow Gleam Beam highlighting palette, and I really wanted to use it again because I feel like the first couple times I used it, I wasn't completely blown away. I'm just going to take this shade right here. But actually, as I've worked off like the top layer and sort of like dug my brush in there more, I have been really enjoying it because it seems more intense the more I use it, if that makes sense. It's almost like I had to get past the little top layer and now it's more intense. So I don't know, but I've been really enjoying it. It's super blinding if you build it up to be, but you can also like kind of sheer it out and make it more natural. But it doesn't have any chunky glitter in it or anything like that, and it just melts into your skin. And I also love how there's a lot of different shades in this palette, so you can sort of mix and match. Okay, next for bronzer, let's go in with this e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. I love this too because it's like butter. It's like butter. I love it. It's so creamy, so blendable. Then for the blush, I think I want to go in with this blush. It's so pretty and I haven't used it in a really long time and I've just been neglecting it and it deserves more love. This is the M Cosmetics Heaven's Glow Magic Hour blush. It's a beautiful peachy blush with a natural radiance. It makes your cheeks look super healthy but not sparkly. It has a lot of really great pigment but it never looks overdone, and it's just the perfect color. It's like a peachy pink, not too orange of a peach but not too pink to where it looks cool toned. It's just so pretty. Just gonna dust a little bit on my forehead. Okay, and then right in like the hollows of my cheeks, I want to take a slightly deeper blush just to add a little bit more dimension. So I'm going to take this Essence the blush, and this is in the shade Bespoke. It's a beautiful bronzy sort of color, and I'm actually going to take the same brush I was using with the bronzer and just focus that right here in the hollows of my cheeks. Oh yeah, that's really pretty. This also has a little bit of a sheen to it. Again, a little bit on the forehead. Okay, so for lips, I'm kind of feeling this deep lip liner right here. This is from the e.l.f. Retro Paradise Lip Kit, and I think this is like the second nude. So it's like 3 nudes and then a pink. This is like the middle nude. So it's not the lightest, but it's not the deepest. So I'm just gonna go ahead and line and fill in my lips with this. Okay, and then just to lighten things up in the center, I'm going to go in with this Almay Lip Vibes lipstick, and this one is in the shade Go Wild. Just a nice, light, almost cool tone nude. Just going to dab that in the center. Sweet, let's finish up the eyes. So I'm going to keep it super simple on the lower lash line, and I think I'm just going to go in with the, you know what, I actually think I just want to go in with my bronzer on the lower lash line. I think if I go in with green, it might be a little bit too overpowering, and I really want to keep this look a little bit more wearable. So I'm just going to take that same bronzer and just on a little smudgy brush, I'm just going to work that on my lower lash line here. Okay, and then just to tie in those tones on the top, I'm going to take a little bit and just lightly dust that through my crease as well. Just a little bit. Let's go ahead and tight line. I'm just going to take my Wet n Wild Kohl Simma Brown Now eyeliner. And just the outer third of my lower lash line. Okay, I'm just going to apply some mascara and maybe some lashes, and then we'll be right back to finish everything up. Alright guys, I'm back. Lashes are on, and so yeah, all I'm going to do is just set my brows and set the face, and then we'll be done. So for brows, I wanted to reuse my Essence Make Me Brow just because it's an oldie but a goodie, and I just love it. It holds my brows in place, it gives them a good tint, and I really like using this for more dramatic looks like this because I feel like it just makes my brows look a little bit bolder, so it balances out the intensity I have on the eyes. Just be really careful when you apply this because you don't want to get too much product on the brush. So I like to wipe it off a lot and try not to press too hard against your face because you can get some blotches if you do that. Okay, and then to set the face, I really wanted to reuse my Flower Beauty Luminizing Setting Spray. This has such a fine mist, it doesn't even really feel like anything is going on my face. But I really like this because it's a nice luminizing spray, but it's not too over the top. So it just adds a nice subtle luminosity and helps all of your powders melt into your skin. And then as you can see, I'm just going around the edges of everything and patting it in with my sponge. So yeah guys, this is the finished look. I hope you enjoyed this video and had fun just playing with some makeup. I hope you guys are staying safe wherever you are, and just remember that whatever happens in the world, God is in control and that He loves you. And yeah, I love you, and if you ever need someone to talk to, I'm always here. So yeah, I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.